Yo, welcome back to Life is Strange True Colors. It has been quite a while since I last played because I was busy with catching up on Genshin stuff and then I didn't have time to go back to Life is Strange. And we were so close to the finale, so here we are on our rooftop. After Ryan stopped by to apologize for not believing us.
Alright. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Ryan made a strong case for why I should stay in Haven. The idea of making this place my home. It seemed nice.
Even I changed my mind after the thing of Jet.
Of course, that was before all the shit went down.
Exactly.
Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you. Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Why do I feel like this episode is over in 5 minutes?
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. Ryan approves. Life goes on. And one day, with almost no warning, Steph up and bolts town. It hurts. But she does offer you a going away present. Her job. You take it. All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
As much as I would want it, I don't think that this place will ever feel like home again. There's too much shit has happened there, too many bad memories associated.
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me begin to fade into the background.
I'd rather take all my friends and start a new life somewhere else. Where we can leave all this shit behind. But not the good memories. Not Gabe. She should be dating me. Damn Riley.
The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans.
One person.
Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you.
As much I would like to believe that, I would think I've made my decision.
And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it. You don't doubt it or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Even I actually really needed that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Oh, now I got distracted because my friend texted me something about Sonic on Discord.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't have any other home.
We can make any place our home.
That is true. But you didn't have any home before coming here. And look what happened.
All that matters is that I'm taking Ryan with me.
The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
Do I have to make a final decision now? I have to make a final decision now. Okay. As much as I would like to immediately click on the thing I've decided on, I think I have to elaborate. Because this is Life is Strange after all, so you need to talk about everything. First of all, it's actually such a cute scene that we just saw. Like, I love, like, with the music, the dramatic storytelling with, like, the music, and just hearing Gabe's voiceover while seeing possible scenes of the future, what the future in Haven would look like, even though I would have liked to see the same thing, but, like, with another future. But honestly, well, I was, like, this whole game, I thought, like, you know, when Alex was like, I don't fit in anywhere, I don't have a home, I don't deserve to be happy, I have no one here, they would all just forget about me, I will always just be Gabe's sister. But, you know, things have changed, and even people like Pike and Eleanor and Ducky showed us that we mean a lot to them, and that we've grown on them during these past weeks or month, I don't know how long it's been, probably not that long. But anyway, still, after all these things with Jet, working at the bar, being reminded of what happened here every single day, living in the apartment of Gabe would also be more nice than, like, I don't know, triggering melancholy or something. But it would just remind us all this time of, like, how we're stuck in a town where we almost died. We got betrayed by someone we trusted, by someone we thought would be like some part of family because he's been helping our brother out, and then finding out all this shit in like with Typhon. I know Jed is in jail, I know Typhon is probably gonna be taken down, but still. I'm like one of the people who's like always, I'm gonna stay in my hometown. Because I got too many memories here. But like even I would probably move away if I was Alex in this situation, because there's like, everywhere you go you would see things that would stop you from having and starting this new life that you deserve, and Alex deserves to be surrounded by people who adore her, who give her the comfort of feeling at home. So I would say we should go out and seek adventure. And this doesn't mean that we betrayed Gabe or anything. This doesn't mean that we love him any less because we're moving out of his apartment. This just means that we continue living. And isn't this what the game has tried to tell us the whole time? That even after what happened to Gabe, life goes on and we deserve to also take care of ourselves. And we've seen a glimpse of Alex and Gabe's childhood life with their family. We've seen a glimpse of the foster care system life. And I think now it's time for Alex to focus on herself. And if we're seeking adventure, maybe even Steph was gonna come with us, who knows? I made my decision.
I know what I want.
And of course, the memory fades, because he wasn't here. But the memories will always be in our hearts, so whenever we need Gabe. Please tell me you're taking Ryan with you, what the fuck? That's not what I meant when I said go leave town. Okay, thank you. Please tell me he's not just carrying my luggage. No? You better come with me, bitch. This is no goodbye. Okay, good, he's coming with me. No? Ryan? Okay, thank you. Dude! Almost had a shock here. I don't want to be alone, so Pike and Eleanor! Just like I said. I think this is probably gonna be the shorter end compared to the other thing, because I don't think we're gonna see much here. Please don't give me the credits now! Okay, thank you. Oh, are we performing on stage? Are we performing the song we wrote about in our diary this whole time, about the emotions of other people? Oh. Okay. Time to catch up. Typhon lied, a dad lied, but worst of all, I lied to myself, even when the truth was right in front of my eyes. I believed him over you. I'm so sorry. If you're willing to see me again, I'd be grateful to apologize in person. You're gonna be fantastic. I really want to hear her song. Okay, nothing new here. And hey Haven, the record trace is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail broadcast experience. Fill out an application on our website. We'll be conducting interviews next week. Dope. Okay, so I'm definitely applying if you're hiring 16 years old as well. But is there like a sudden opening? Who left? Nobody yet. Some of us are just kinda exploring our options. If you leave without saying goodbye, I will cry. Who said anything about leaving? I think we've had this already. And Gabe was right. We're gonna make something out of the music thing. There's a picture of Riley and Eleanor. Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Chen.
And that's it? That's so unsatisfying. What the? Oh, man. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's Alex's voice. Just imagine she's performing right now and seeing this. They could have at least animated this, come on. I'ma be real.
It hurts to think of what's to come when I no longer know this place, and all I hear are fading drums, and I cannot recall your face. I'll meet you in the sleepless garden. Close your eyes and see a future you remember, and how it felt to kiss tonight's version of me. Of me. Over tides to pull you under. Hold on to daylight and to thunder. When you take on lows, let the rain flow. You gotta take, you gotta take, you gotta take on every wave. I promise, I promise. It's not a word you say. No favors, no secrets. None coming my way. And after all this, you still had to pay. Cold over tides to pull you under. To daylight and to thunder. When you take on those,
No.
let the rain flow. You gotta take, you gotta take, you gotta take on every wave. Go over tides to pull you under. Oh,
I'm just waiting for the song to end.
daylight and to thunder. When you take on those, let the rain flow.
Sorry.
You gotta take, you gotta take, you gotta take on every wave. Take on every wave.
Can I talk?
Take on every wave.
Sylvia Gregory, cast me, please. Honestly, is there just not gonna be any music? Okay, thank you. This game started off really good. Oh, this song sounds familiar too. Oh,
For a long time,
oh, more songs by Alex.
I would sit alone and think that
Oh, for 1 second I thought she was gonna sing Creep again.
by myself, even
Okay, now we're not gonna wait, I'm just gonna talk now.
but you found me.
Honestly, this game, it's so distracting listening to them. I'm gonna take off my headphones. Okay, no. I think at some point I was enjoying the gameplay the whole time. I was enjoying the characters. Like Alex was a really sweet character. I really like Ryan. I really liked Steph after some point, even though I didn't. It took me a while to get warm with Steph because I still think like the pacing was kind of off, and also the whole thing how they handled Gabe's death in the second episode until the last scene with the lanterns at the bridge, it just didn't really feel right. And like, I even liked Mac as a character because he was interesting when they broke down his character and showed us he's not just a toxic boyfriend, he's not just some asshole who's beating up friends of the girl he's dating. He actually is like torn between his work and his normal person, and he's being under so much pressure because like his workplace is so corrupted that he doesn't even know what to do, and he's trying to do the best, but and even people like Diane, they were trying to make us empathize with her, but I'm like, no reason, no way, no chance. And like, here's something that's like a really big point for me, because if you compare this game to all the other Life is Strange games, which I actually couldn't even do, I couldn't associate this game with Life is Strange at all ever since the trailer came out, because first of all the graphics looked different than the other Life is Strange games. It was kind of taken away from this like water painting kind of vibe with like, you know, like oil colors kind of vibe, and like even the music, it was good. Cute picture of Gabe. It was good, but it was different than in the other games. I liked that Alex was like a character who's singing. Like, I know all the other games had like, okay, like Life is Strange 2 also had Cassidy who was singing her songs in the game, which were amazing. I love her voice. But like in this one, what kind of bugs me is like the songs didn't stand out as much, because apart from the songs that Alex sang, most of the songs weren't connected to a scene really. Like maybe the song that I played with Gabe in the first episode, or on the bridge in episode 2. But like on the other games, you had like these scenes to pass time for, like when like there was a time lapse, for example, in Life is Strange 2, without spoiling too much. There was a scene where the main characters were like wandering through the world for a couple of days, and during you saw like the characters walking through the forest and shit, there was like a song playing, and it was like really fitting, because then you could like you had something to like show the scenes that would have taken too long to be playable, and you connected them with a song that just kind of added up to the atmosphere. And that was something I really missed in this game. Or like even in sad scenes, like in Life is Strange 1, do I even have to say anything? You remember the scene in like episode 4 at the grave, at the junkyard, when the song started playing, if we could run away before the light of day, or fucking the song from one of the endings. You know what I'm talking about. It still pains me to listen to this song, and I will never have this with any song connected to Life is Strange 3. And okay, now it's just the title music playing. Don't even get me started, because music is one of the biggest factors that makes a Life is Strange game the Life is Strange game that it is. There's lyrics to this song? Okay, I didn't notice. Just like the graphics, because Life is Strange is one of those games that relies on this artistic kind of vibe, you know? Life is Strange is something that's like supposed to give you this cozy feeling that like a really good indie movie is giving you. And Life is Strange 1 was a great game. Life is Strange 2 was an amazing game as well. I know many people hate on this game for whatever reason, I don't know, man. People just kind of miss the point of it and aren't maybe open-minded enough to like put themselves in the situation of like running away from home and starting a new life somewhere. But my favorite movie is like literally Into the Wild, so I love scenarios like this. But this game, just to say this again, this game was not made by the same people who wrote Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange 2. This was made by 9deck, or Deck 9, I don't know which way around, and not by Don't Nut. It was made by the people who made Life is Strange Before the Storm, which was a sequel to Life is Strange 1 with the backstory with Chloe and Rachel, which was a great game as well, because they, of course, they had like some kind of script with like the characters that were already in Life is Strange 1 that they had to capture and like bring their backstory back to life. And like this game had great characters, but also I just think it didn't feel like a Life is Strange game, because there didn't happen enough things. In Life is Strange 1 you had like, you finish one episode and at the end of the episode, bang, there was like a major cliffhanger, you know, that something else, something even bigger, even more traumatizing was gonna wait for you in the next chapter. Which isn't necessarily good for your mental health, getting this addicted to a game. But still, it really captured the name, Life is Strange. With like the butterfly effect and a huge, like a tiny trigger for a huge big of events. And in this one, like Pike for example, Pike and Charlotte were characters that could have gotten like way more, you could have made way more out of their characters. Like, for example, in Life is Strange 1, you had like characters that either lived or died depending on the choices you made. For example, there was a character you could end up accidentally killing by shooting your gun. And I thought that like it just feels like the decisions in this game didn't matter as much as in the first one. For example, the one with Ethan. Whether you tell Gabe that he's like going or not going, it didn't have any impact on the story because the story still went how it went. Even decisions like taking Charlotte's anger away, taking Pike's fear away. These decisions could have had a huge impact on the game. For example, Charlotte, if you take away or not take away her feelings towards Gabe and towards Ethan and everything, could have led her to depression. In Life is Strange 1 there was even characters driven to suicide because of decisions you made that had an impact. I mean, basically still, the scenes were the same. But depending on further decisions, you could like... It was just your decisions were like so much more worth, they had like such bigger weight on them than in this game. For example, one thing I really actually feared was when I took Pike's fear away. I was scared that he's gonna, I don't know, get into a conflict with someone from Typhon and he's gonna get killed or something. And I was really scared this moment that I just made the wrong decision. But then I realized this is Life is Strange True Colors. None of your decisions will really matter, you know? Like, I don't know, in Life is Strange 2 you had like way bigger connections to the characters. There weren't as many characters as in Life is Strange 1, which was nicer to have a bigger like overview on the characters because it was like, oh, there's only this and this much characters. Not like you go to a school and you have this character, and this character, and all of them are here, but some of them don't really matter because they're just like NPCs, which is fine too. But in this game you were like more interacting with the characters again, but still it didn't really get the same impact on you. Like in Life is Strange 2 you had characters that were there for like 1 episode or 2 episodes, like Finn, Cassidy, and like the whole characters you met in episode 3 basically, and some of them reappeared in episode 4 or something. But like these characters had a bigger impact on the player, for example, like in my case at least, than most of the cast in this game. Like the supporting characters, like the people in the Black Lantern, or like even Charlotte and Ethan, are characters that are supposed to grow on you, and they were here during all of these episodes. And while there were sweet scenes with Ducky, for example, there were sweet scenes with Pike, I never had like this feeling that I had to characters in the previous games, like this deep connection or something. I enjoyed playing the game because I like playing new games. I liked the art style after all. I was kinda at first. I thought like, oh, this looks like Sims. But I liked the atmosphere. I liked just walking around a pretty town, listening to some music. I liked the atmosphere in the record store. I really liked and I really enjoyed episode 1. I was kind of disappointed in episode 2 from the pacing and how they handled Gabe's death and things. Episode 3 felt like a filler episode. And episode 4 was okay, but it was kinda a letdown that episode 4 was so short. Because episode 4 was always the biggest episode in the previous Life is Strange games because there happened so much and it was the longest episode. But in this one it felt really, really short. You had like the Spring Festival, you had the cute little romance scene, and then kind of like the thing that showed you in what direction the end of the game is gonna head is already happening, and then it was over already. I liked that episode 5 started with like a dream sequence. Like in Life is Strange 1 we also had a nightmare sequence, even in Tell Me Why we had also, which is not technically part of the Life is Strange series, but it's I think made by the same people. Even there we had a sequence like this. But in this game, I don't know, episode 5 never hit that big point of climax. You had like even heart-ripping moments in Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange 2 in episode 5. Moments I would still cry about when I see these scenes, when I think about it. When I listen to fucking songs or I hear a quote of something, it does something in me. I'm gonna cry because there's like so much memories to it and like so many emotions going through me. after you spend so much time and these characters grew at you for like 5 episodes straight. And the big climax point in Life is Strange True Colors was, oh, you talked to a guy in a bar while nothing was happening. Jet didn't show any reaction. He was standing there. Alex had her monologue, talked him down, kind of like in Danganronpa when you had like this rebuttal showdown. That's what it felt like, but even then characters were screaming at you, trying to prove you wrong, trying to prove their point, and in this game it was just like, oh. You stare into his eyes, he's kind of tearing up, but he's not like actually breaking down or something. That was... And you can like fucking forgive him for the things he's done. You missed the whole point of the game. That's like, okay, that's like a huge. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna get to the bottom of this bottle because this is a huge thing for me. But this is like The Last of Us 2, where you have like the whole game is building up on something, leading you to do something, and at the end, you're just gonna let the person get away. I'm gonna get my revenge on Typhon. I'm gonna I'm gonna take Typhon down. I'm gonna make the people pay for this who killed my brother. And then I forgive you. Why would you do this? I'm getting serious flashbacks to The Last of Us 2 right now. I'm getting too heated. Oh, this song sounds interesting. Yeah, we heard this before in one of the episodes, but anyways. This was my point, basically, for Life is Strange True Colors. And the end, I'm gonna be real, it left me completely unsatisfied. Even the scene, I don't know what the scene looks like when you choose the other ending, but I think it's maybe gonna be a bit longer. But not much, maybe we can even look into, I don't know, I don't think I can skip all this, but you know, they could have made much more out of this. And like for the other ending, if you would have chosen to stay in Haven Springs, you basically have seen the scenes already in the thing that Gabe told us about, but this just, I don't know, didn't really feel like what I expected. And that's like even a DLC for Steph, where you're like supposed to hear more things about characters from Life is Strange 1. I'm so simping for Chloe, so it's kind of tempting, but I don't know, man. I haven't played the bonus episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm with Max and Chloe, but I feel like even this one probably has would have had a bigger impact on me than any of this. It's the same thing as in Tell Me Why for me, to be honest. It's a game that you enjoy playing, you liked playing, but you just aren't satisfied with how things ended, because there was like a bigger opportunity to make this matter more in the end, you know, and not building up to something just to end without leaving an impact, without... Like, a good game is like a good book for people who read. It's something that's like stuck with you, that you will remember. This shop wasn't even in a game, but it looks like the shop from Tell Me Why, or am I tripping? What kind of picture was it? Where did it come from? Are these pride flags? Developed by Deck 9 Games, yeah. And that's it. I would have rather seen like another game by Michael Koch, who made the previous Life is Strange games, and even Captain Spirit. Even Captain Spirit was more emotional to me. I'm sorry, There's people on Twitter hating on Life is Strange 2. Now I'll be one of these who be like, oh, sorry. Pardon. Okay, Alex hit the road to play her music. Oh, most people stood in Haven Springs. Really? Okay, I expected this to be the other way around, I'm gonna be real. Alex denounced Jet for his actions. Alex forgave Jet for his actions. 71% forgave him. Are you shitting me? The whole thing with Jet is already something I could like... Don't even get me started on it. This was like... They could have made so much more out of it. The way he acted in that scene when you talked to him. Nothing happened at all. the way that they blew up the mines to try to cover up something no one would have ever seen. Why would someone go down the old mines and look under a pile of stones? That would make no sense at all. He was just freaking paranoid. It was so unnecessary that they did the second blast to cover up this other blast. It was so unnecessary that Gabe died, but of course somehow we needed a story. Nope. I'm not gonna get deeper into this, it just bugs me too much. Alex claimed she learned the meaning of home. Alex claimed she didn't learn anything in Haven. Alex claimed she learned not to fear her emotions. Okay. Everyone at the council supported Alex. Some members of the council stood with Alex. None of the council members backed Alex. Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. But anyway, I don't know how you could have done this. Like, maybe if you wouldn't have helped Eleanor, or if you wouldn't have had the scene with Ducky, probably. If you basically would have too blind, but if you play Life is Strange, then you shouldn't be blind, because like if you missed all these opportunities for like talking to the NPCs, helping those NPCs fall in love, and like dancing with Ducky, and I don't know, helping Eleanor and helping Riley, then you missed so much content and you missed so much of the game. So of course no one would have backed you up then. Alex wanted to play her music in the future. Alex wanted to belong somewhere in the future. Alex wanted to help more people in the future. I forgot in which scene this came up, but yeah. Alex took a moment to reflect in her apartment. Alex didn't sit on the bed. Alex forgave Ryan for not believing her. Of course, the minority. Alex wasn't ready to forgive Ryan. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote. Ryan stood by Alex during the vote. Ryan stood by Alex during the vote? Okay, that's interesting. I wonder how people would have achieved this. Because I thought I did everything for Ryan. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote. It's also interesting. But maybe if you romance Steph, Ryan stood by Alex during the vote. That would be weird if he would only betray you if you romanced him. But anyway, I forgave him. Can I click? Okay. Charlotte sided with Alex during the vote. Charlotte believed Alex but couldn't help. Charlotte turned her back on Alex. I helped you during your depressive episode, but okay, fuck you, I guess. Thanks for not helping me. Eleanor offered to get Alex help. Yay! Eleanor sided with wait, what? Oh. Eleanor sided with Alex during the vote. I think... Why did I suddenly fuck up? Okay. Pike sided with Alex during the vote. Pike told Alex to give it up. Yeah, Pike, my man. At least he stood beside me after I took his fear away. Finally, something mattered for 1 second. Ducky sided with Alex during the vote. Ducky remained loyal to Jet. I even got Ducky on my side because I was dancing with him. Hell yeah. Ryan believed Alex during the vote. Ryan believed Jet during the vote. Yeah, fuck you, but I hate that we didn't see Ryan in the ending. I would have loved like to see basically, not really a spoiler, but basically the same ending is something you can have in Beyond Two Souls. And even this scene had way much impact because you could see the main character being together with a character of your choice, so you see it really matters. But this one, none of it mattered at all. I'm too heated. Ryan leaves Haven to be with Alex. Thank you. Ryan and Alex start dating in Haven Springs. Okay, this would have been the other choice. Ryan and Alex don't get together. That's when you... Roman Steph. Okay. Ryan leaves Haven to be with Alex. Thank you. At least you confirmed that he's with me. Steph and Alex... Oh. Steph stays in Haven to be with Alex. Steph and Alex leave Haven together. Steph and Alex don't get together. I think people who chose Steph and Alex leave Haven together are the people who got that one ending in Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 1. Anyways, I did it. I finished Life is Strange 3. And the ending got me completely unsatisfied. I would like to actually hear your thoughts on the game. Let me know in the comments what do you think of this game, how did you like it, what ending would you have chosen, and which character would you have romanced, and how do you associate it with the other Life is Strange games? Do you have like any comparisons you want to make? Till then, see you in the next video. I'll be playing more Genshin Impact now. Albedo's banner is coming out in 2 days, so see you in the next video. Until then, Shazam. Bye-bye.
Will be departing soon.